Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment below, please, folks. Really helps grow the channel, and I get very few likes. With how many compliments I get, it's crazy. It's really upside down. So help me out. Anyways, we're going to talk about Solana, get you an update from today's earlier analysis, and just kind of reiterate a few important things. There's a CME gap and a support range below us. So if you're going to consider dollar cost averaging, we get fortunate. We see 136 to 140. That would be an excellent place to consider dollar cost averaging. CME gap is just below the price action. As of earlier today, it was still unfilled, which it is. 145 to 148 is that CME gap. So that does imply there's maybe a potential for the price action to pull back to that area, or not, or if not lower. There is a fair value gap just below it. So, I feel like if Bitcoin were to retest 90 to 88,500, which is the anticipation, that we're going to see the 130s to 140s again, okay? Or low 140s / 130s. So let's take a look at the back end liquidation data, see what's going on, kind of go from there and see what's up. Because honestly, when we look at liquidation, we looked at this earlier, there's a lot to the upside. A lot of people shorting this coin, so we may actually see a pump to 155, maybe 160, just to sweep those late shorts. Because too many people start shorting in one area, market makers see that, they push it in the right direction, which is great for longs, but not so good for shorts. So there's a solid chance we may see that. This also implies resistance too, though, folks. More people shorting at that level does show that there's confidence they're trying to short that double top. Okay, which is a very normal thing to trade against, if you will. Taking a look here at liquidation delta, we're still fairly bullish. So my recommendation to my community is to not short this current trend and to instead consider longs at lower price points. Okay, because it's inherently more risky to short right now, considering the uptrend that we're in right now. All right. Even if Bitcoin were to retrace, a lot of coins, specifically Solana, are super strong and they're maintaining their support ranges very well. What I'm looking for myself is a retest the low 140s to consider an entry or a long, because that's our local high. Retest is a new low. There's a lot of open interest here in this area, and that's super, super helpful. Okay. Open interest is equivalent to support because that's where most people are averaged into their positions. So that gives you an idea of where people are interested. All right. So taking a look at the daily, still bullish. Nothing's changed here since earlier. There's no hidden divergences, nothing kind of weird or crazy there that you may hear other people talking about. The 4-hour time frame does, however, of course, tell us that we're losing momentum, at least in some ways. MACD has diverged officially, which is one thing. It's not like the absolute end-all indicator saying, hey, we're good to go. But it is an early sign kind of letting us know that we haven't broken through this threshold. Makes more sense for the price to pull back on the short term. We're also below 70 in the RSI, which is nice. We like to be there. That's a good bullish sign. But we're under our moving average now, so it would make sense for us to trend lower in the immediate near future. We can also see the hourly. Like we recognize here as well that last but not least here, Ichimoku cloud is confirming we're above the cloud or above support, but we've lost momentum. The lagging span's not free and clear of the price action, and the conversion line and baseline are getting close. So those are all things I don't really like to see when I try to trade. I prefer to have a clean break in either direction. So we're in that transition right now. Oftentimes it's best not to trade transitions. So that's just some friendly advice for you. Okay, so that's kind of the gist there. Everything else will be highlighted here on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. So if you're not familiar, I provide playout charts, shorts, everything's all included there. So good little place to check out. Also, congrats to our community members here for some nice profits on our short position for ETH. Even though that seems contradictory to what I was talking about today, this was a trade taken yesterday, and that ship has passed, right? Our ship has sailed, so to speak. Anyways, this is all available. I highly recommend checking out our Discord. We got a phenomenal, excellent community over here, and it's just really a lot of fun. Okay, so thanks again for being an amazing part of my life to my community, and I look forward to seeing you all over there or wherever else. If you want to interact with me and some awesome other traders, check it out. Links down below. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care out there. Bye-bye.